This is Oscar Bevis for the Stomping Ground, powered by Wow Hydrate and available on the Zone. White Rhino. Good to see you, my man. It's been a while.
You mate, yeah. Just you got a new job. Just remembered.
Thank you. Is there
Congratulations.
congratulations in there somewhere or
Yeah, congratulations. Yeah, I'm happy for you. If you're happy, I'm happy.
cheers, mate? Um, right, we've got a few things to talk about. Fight number two of the return this year, this Saturday. I have to say you look in fantastic shape, so I can imagine you feel amazing right now too.
Yeah, I feel good. I'm happy. Yeah, it's I obviously took this decided to box on this day like 10 weeks ago. I only got an opponent sorted yesterday. Um, oh, it's been stressful. Yeah. So, but I've been. You know what? I started training just to get fit. Just lose weight and get fit, and there was no real ambition to do anything. Like when I could come back, it was like I just wanted to get fit. I had boxed in April, felt all right. I started boxing again in July. So I'm boxing Saturday, boxing a mean Buchetta. He's tough if nothing else. Like he's pretty decent. He's clever. He's what he is. He's a bit of a survivor. But only a time has stopped him in this country. So bit of a challenge, I think. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it.
And obviously you completed the 4 rounds last time. Is this another 4 rounder or up to six?
It is 4 rounds. Yeah, I think this pedal will take me 4 rounds as well. It's a financial thing because um, people I see people online saying, "Oh, Dave, I'm boxing and stealing a living." Saturday night, yeah, no bullshit. I'm paying £1,600 to box. That's how it's worked out with ticket sales. The cost of him, it's costing me £1,600 to box. That's the bit of small little boxing people don't get to see. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I'm enjoying the training. I feel good. I feel like I've got something left. But Saturday will tell me more. Just taking one fight at a time.
The fact you're paying to fight shows that there is a bigger picture to this. If you were coming back to try and steal a living, I'm not sure you would continue with this. You would jump straight into a fight in which you know you could financially benefit, but you're coming back for a reason. And I guess paying to fight shows kind of exactly that.
Yeah, I could have watched Fisher last weekend. I think I was matching with been in touch a few times last 6, 9 months about Fisher. And I know I wouldn't beat him. So every time I've just said, look, it's a no, I'm afraid. I'd love to box him. I'd love to get paid a fortune. But the Clark fight, I thought was a bit embarrassing on my behalf with the timeout. I went in bad shape, but I wasn't in the shape I needed to be. And I said, I won't do that again. As tempting as it is. Um, I'm really enjoying that's a different child now. I'm really enjoying the training. I'm enjoying slowly getting back to it. So if we watch well Saturday, we'll go again. But if not, I won't. I'm really content now with my life in general. So yeah, paying to box. And if you don't box. I've trained last 10, 12 weeks. I've trained for the last 3 or 4 months. So yeah, I want to box.
Well, I can see you putting Joe Hayden and some of the others through life and death on the patio. Does it help that you've got people training, I guess, alongside you and being in an environment, whereas before it might have been kind of you secluded and doing your own
Yeah,
thing?
well, I never used to train at all, to be honest. When I was boxing, in 2018, I had 6 fights. I boxed Leroy Thomas, I got the cut. I never trained really for 9 months. I boxed Yoker, I boxed Webb, boxed Bracamonte Nemo, and Dave Howe. I hardly trained for 9 months, to be honest. I just kept turning up and boxing, and Yoker hammered me, and I took the Webb fight thinking that'd be the end of me, beat him. And then I thought, I'm not no point starting training now for these. So I beat Nebo in around. Bracamonte obviously nearly came unstuck.
You think you can
I
see
feel
that if you look at the weigh-ins for the fights you mentioned and you look at the shape you're in now from the Instagram posts you've been putting up, do you think you can
uh,
see that when you train, you can whittle yourself down into real good fighting shape?
yeah, of course. Yeah, I remember speaking to Jamie Moore when I started training over there, and he asked me a question like about my preparation, my training for fights in the past. And when I told him, he was like, "Mate, I don't even know how you even had a professional fight. I don't even know how you box. Never mind, won a few." So I laugh at it, but looking back, you're pissed away. Some a lot of good opportunity, and I understand people's frustration with me, but at that time in my 20s, You didn't have a good chance. You didn't have much chance to get me out of the house, never mind in the gym. So we live and learn. I'm as fit now as I've ever been. But a big part of it's activity. If I want to box the fishes of the world, I need to have a few more fights. So yeah, I'm just enjoying everything. I enjoy the coaching. I enjoy having my kids, and life's pretty good. So the boxing is a bonus at this point for me.
How did the becoming a father change for you? Because I know for some people it gives them a different outlook on succeeding in boxing, whereas for others it gives them an outlook where boxing is so far down on the list of importance. So like where did it weigh in for you becoming a father and boxing?
Well, boxing for me has just been the be all and end all forever, since I started really because I've had other jobs and stuff, but after a certain point, the boxing was like that's all I knew. After a certain point, and I was full time boxing for a long time and difficult, yeah, a lot of pressure, there was a lot of pressure on me. Now in a position where like if the boxing don't work, I can do other things. So having the kids was the best thing that ever happened to me. If I'd had them earlier, my life would have been a lot different, but I'm not sure I'd have handled it, to be honest. I think I'm glad I waited till I was 30 because it's the hardest thing I've ever done. I'm absolutely knackered. But it just
You're
changed my life
absolutely
completely.
knackered, and now you're training properly as well. So you must be double
Yeah,
fucked.
no. It just changed my life completely, really. The kids the importance of everything. Just you can kind of put things into perspective when you've got them. And I know people just say, "Oh, when you have kids, you'll love them." Oh God, it's true. I can't believe it. And I just know now at this point, if I want to provide a good life for my kids, boxing is going to be the one that's probably going to do it. I am capable of doing it as well. So I'm trained. But if not, if it don't work out, then I'll happily go to work every day. I belong for him as well. So yeah, the kids and growing up, getting a bit older, and the missus I've got, just a different bloke now altogether from what people would have seen, pre-retirement really. Retiring while it killed my career effectively for a while, best thing I ever did because now I'm just a just average bloke, not a fucking raving lunatic. So really, I can't complain.
One thing I want to talk about that made me I don't want to say I don't understand it, but you mentioned when you went on that live with Johnny Fisher, you said you had to earn the fight. Now, I get that right now his career is like this. He's on an upward trajectory and he's all the rave. And you haven't
Yeah,
had a big fight since the Fraser Clark fight. You haven't had a big win in a couple of years as well. I get that. But do you
yeah.
genuinely sit there and feel like you have to earn the fight with Johnny Fisher, considering where you have been and where he is right now?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think me and Johnny could fill 10,000 seats, no problem. He'd probably fill 9,900 of them. But I think obviously I'm a decent dance partner for him because obviously a name that people recognize, another a domestic name. But I think you know what it is. It's not earning the Fisher fight because I don't think Johnny's beat anyone that better than me, to be honest. Babbitt's a good fighter. Harry Armstrong a good fighter. But I think I've proven. Look at my record. I've been in with a good name, beat some good names. So I think I was the best at his box. I would be a step up. But this is 2024. It's not 2019. It's not 2018. So for me, it's I could probably get the Fisher fight at any point. I could have had it before. But for me, it's like if I take the Fisher fight, I want people to go, that's a good fight. Not sure I'll win that. I don't want them to go, oh, Dave Allen. He's shot, he's finished, he's old, he's done. He's doing it for the money. I just want another 5 or 6 months, put some wins together so people go, oh, Dave Allen, yeah, he's back. He's doing well, he's in good shape, he's had some decent wins. Because if I box him, I'd like it to be a big fight. I don't want to take the money and people just be like, oh, I've got to do it for the money. I want to go, yeah, he's here now. This is a good fight. So I don't know. Maybe that's why I was never the most successful or made as much money as I could have because I always had that. I always had that mindset. I was always people pleasing, and in a way, and trying to please myself as well. Like I wanted to always. I've always been very. That's what I'm looking for. It's like realistic and I like to do things properly. I like to do things properly and please everyone by doing the right thing. So the Fisher fight, I don't warrant it right now. You know, the last 5 years, all I've done is lose to Fraser Clark, really. That's it. And it was poor. So I don't deserve it. But I honestly think after Saturday with a good performance, um, and a few more wins at a decent level, it's a big fight, and I'd love it. But it's a long way away. But you know what? The weekend gave me a bit of added incentive to keep training hard because I know they're there, but I want to earn them. You know, I don't want to take the fight and people go, oh, Dave Allen. I want to go, oh, Dave Allen, Johnny Fisher, what a fight, or Dave Allen, you know, Wardley, Adelaide, whoever it may be. That's what I want. I want people to be excited when I box. Because back in the day, people used to love watching me box. Not everyone, but a lot. So I want to go back to that. I don't want to
Have to
go
fill
on.
the O2 at a
Yeah,
minimum.
I don't know on YouTube comments and like, oh, fucking Dave Allen. I want to go fucking Dave Allen. Do you know what I mean? So I don't want to be stealing a few quid. I want to be taking that fight and fucking winning it.
Do you still get a buzz from hearing your name? Like Eddie mentioned Wardley, Clark. I think he even said Dillian in a couple of years. I know obviously Johnny had just won and you can kind of get carried away in the moment. But when Johnny mentioned your name, did you get a little, oh, because you must want to hear
Yeah, you know,
involved in fights
uh,
like that.
he's a nice fella, you know, like
He's so nice.
lovely fella.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a really decent fella. A lot of boxers are assholes. It is what it is. He's not. Do you know what I mean? I couldn't even sit here and say that he is. Nice kid. He was the first pro that I sparred. I was the first pro that he sparred, sorry, in 2019, pre Lucas Brown. And I hammered him, proper hammered him. I thought, well, he was a novice, you know what I mean? He was a baby. But I was,
Intentionally. Was this
I was
intentional?
four. Oh yeah, I smashed him to pieces. I was 4 weeks out from Brown. I'm fit. I'm headlining in the O2. I'm fucking on it. I'm not bothered if you're a novice uh, or you're a world champion. And at that time, different fella now as well. At that time, I fucking wanted to hit everybody was sparring. I want to knock you out. So I hammered him, but I said to Barcraft, I said, fucking hell, I said, he's tough him, strong fucker him, and he could punch. So I had to set about him, otherwise they're going to hit me. And then we sparred again at Tony Sims's gym, him and Will Jones, who's training loads of good fighters now. Johnny and him came down to the gym, did 2 and 2 out, that were hard work, did 12 2 and 2 out. And but when he left, I knew he'd do something. I knew he'd do something. Me and Barker both said he'll be good in. And just watched him rise, and I'm a fan of him now. And after I watched Fraser Clark, he was in the lobby. After I watched Fraser Clark come back from the hospital, and he came over to me. I can't say word for word now, but it was like he was an hero of mine when I was watching the boxing 5 6 years ago. Just a fucking nice kid. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, when he mentioned my name, I'm grateful. First of all, grateful puts me back in the spotlight a little and gives me a lifeline. Um, But yeah, it does excite me, yeah. You know, because the last few years have been hard, been really hard. The Fraser Clark fight's the only thing that's really happened for me. And it happened at a time, happened at the wrong time. But with kids and that, it was what it was. I took the fight. I'm grateful to Fraser giving the opportunity because financially, with the kids and all sorts, I needed it and I had to take it. So, but right now, the Fisher fight, hopefully I can earn it. I'm in a better position now. And if I don't earn it, good luck to him. I hope he wins everything, you know. So I just a different bloke now. Like I'm not, yeah. I just want to enjoy my life, really.
Well, it's a fight I would love. Two top blokes who respect each other going at it. But aside from the respect, obviously he is a relative novice. I think his two amateur fights were at university level, like Exeter against Durham Uni. So we're not talking ABA style amateur fights at all. So a relative novice in that sense. Do you look at him then when you watch him fight and think that's a fighter I could knock out?
You know what it is? I think he's just fucking dangerous. You know, if I hadn't have sparred him, I'd be licking my lips and being like, "Fuck,
Or
gonna
do you
beat
think there's
him."
heavyweights out there that haven't been around him that are probably thinking this is
Yeah,
easy?
possibly. Yeah, yeah. Because if I hadn't sparred him, I'd watch him and I think, God, he's very novice him, very novice big and stiff, and I'd probably be thinking I'll box him now. I'd probably already boxed him and got me said knocked out. So, but I sparred him. He's so strong, you know. Like Joe Joyce and him, two strongest I've ever sparred. I sparred better Fury, Usyk, whatever, fucking strong them two. Because I'm strong. That was my thing. They were really strong. He hits like fuck as well. And he's an athlete. He ain't big and stiff. He's quite loose and he's pretty fast. So he hasn't proved it. He hasn't proved it yet. Like I said, best swing's probably Aaron Armstrong or Babbage. So he's miles off, but I know what he's capable of. So yeah, that's why I want to be 100% because the difference between Fraser Clark and Johnny Fisher is if I'm not at the races and a bit off it, not boxed for a while, Fraser Clark's going to beat me on points. What happened happened. Johnny Fisher's going to fucking put me to sleep. That's the difference. So I've never been dropped, I've never been down, never been hurt. Proud of that. I don't want fucking Johnny Fisher to clean me out. Do you know what I mean? So that's why it's about the right fight at the right time because he's dangerous. Some heavyweights are good, but they're not dangerous, and some heavyweights aren't as good, but they're dangerous as fuck. And that would be where I would place him.
Yeah, mate, I really want this fight to happen. Obviously, like I said, you've got things to do, and I know Johnny's fighting quite soon on the Catchall Pro Ground card. If it doesn't work out, you can just play football. I saw you at Newcastle. I only saw pictures. I didn't see any footage of the Dave Allen performance, but I get the idea. You're like a marauding defensive midfielder, maybe, like, or maybe like a
Yeah,
Balat.
I started off as I was playing the Makaleli role, and I wanted a goal. I spotted a goal, and I ended up just fully up front. Just I was on the halfway line. But yeah, fish is not the be all and end all. I just want to get signed out of the way, really. I think, being transparent, Buchetta, I should be beating Buchetta boxed 2-0 at the weekend. Give him something to think about. But obviously, I should be beating him. But it's the manner I beat him in, and it's the enjoyment factor. If I'm in there and I can't wait for the final bell to go, it's a problem. But at my age now, and not so my age really, more so my miles on the clock, you take it one at a time. But fish is not the be all and end all. I've got dreams. I want to box Fisher. I want to box Wardley. I want to box. Want to box Dakers, Adley. I want to get involved in that mix. I don't think I'm going to be world champion anytime soon. But that domestic mix currently, in the next couple of years, Matty Harris and all these other really good kids coming through. I'd love to get involved in all that. I think I'm a real solid domestic level operator. In years gone by, like your Julius Francis, your Michael Sprotts. And maybe I can win a British title like they did one day. Maybe I can get the right opponent and win one. But I just want to be involved in that mix. I always go on box track and look who I boxed. I'm proud of it. I'd like to have some more names on there. I'd like to pick a belt up. So yeah, I've got dreams, but we'll see what happens. I've already lived my dream really. At this point now, just it's a bonus. I'm over the moon. Yeah.
Just ticking off what you can. Do you know what we need? We need a big round robin tournament of all the guys you mentioned. But there is obviously some cracking fights coming up. I won't keep you for too long. I've got to talk Joshua Dubois and just what you think of the fight. But before the actual in-ring stuff, that little altercation.
Yeah.
I've asked a lot of people this. Did that seem very Daniel Dubois to you? I don't know if it didn't seem like it was from the heart.
I don't know Daniel Dubois. I sparred him one time. He never spoke to me. Just nearly snapped my head off my neck. But I don't know.
I liked it.
if
I
you
did like it. I like the kind of try
like a
stand
nice fella,
story.
yeah, he seems all right. Like I've warmed him a little bit lately. With
He's a top
the
bloke.
with the
He is
John
top.
Miller fight, and he's coming out of his shell a bit. He's what he is. He's not really the most charismatic individual, but he comes across likable, I think. It is what it is, isn't it? Like Joshua, I'd fancy Joshua to take care of him if they'd left him in that room. Like Joshua is a probably a bad man. You know what I mean? They can both fight like fuck. I don't think I'd want to fight either of them, to be honest. But I don't know. It's a good fight, realistically, and all that is bullshit. But the bullshit sells, and obviously the industry you're in, you need that kind of stuff. That's what you need. So it's good. It sells, and I understand it. I think it was real though. I think Anthony Joshua, like he's about that. Do you know what I mean? Well, I'm not so sure Dubois is, but it's a good fight. I think Joshua's a big favourite, but Dubois is just improving out of sight every time. The Joyce fight, we had so many questions. Even the Joyce fight, like, gave me question marks. It was the Lorena fight. the Lorena fight, really, like the Joyce fight, Asparjo Joyce, I wanted to take a knee every single time. I want to, do you know what I mean? I was like, mate, stop hitting me. So I understood it, but the Lorena fight gave me the biggest question marks, to be honest. He's just improved out of sight, but like the way he was getting hit by Hergovich, if Josh was hitting him like that, just I just don't see how he's going to stand up to it, to be honest. But it's an all British heavyweight title fight at Wembley. Like, don't get any bigger than that. So hopefully it sells out for him and it's a good fight. I make Joshua a big favourite. But yeah, it's a really good fight. It's intriguing as well because Dubois is young and improving. So it's interesting, but Joshua's on a good run. So